Once upon a time, in the village of Haraipur, an annual goat fair was held. People from far and wide brought their grand and healthy goats to the event. However, for the past 5 years, it was always the Chowdhury of Haraipur village who won the competition. This year, Chowdhury owned an exceptionally magnificent goat named Maga, which attracted a lot of visitors. The goat was looked after by Bitu, who ensured it was fed on time. In another village, a man named Mitha lived with his wife Nasibo. Mitha had always set his eyes on Chowdhury's goat, planning to steal it and sell it for a hefty price. One day, Mitha approached his village's Chowdhury and said, "Master, this time I will steal Haraipur Chowdhury's goat and bring it to you. All I ask in return is a price of my choice." Chowdhury replied, "Mitha, don't worry. Bring me the goat, and I'll reward you handsomely. But how do you plan to bring it here? The goat competition is just a few days away." "Master, leave it to me. By tomorrow or the day after, the goat will be in your possession. I've heard that the hefty guard, Bitu, is heading to town tomorrow. He's the one who watches over the goat closely, but tomorrow will be my chance. My men will steal the goat," Mitha assured confidently and left. Later, he gathered his friends and explained the entire plan to steal the goat. As night fell, they headed to Haraipur village and secretly observed Bitu taking care of the goat. Mitha's friends kept watch until morning. When morning came, Bitu left for town on an important errand. Mitha and his men seized the opportunity and sneaked into Chowdhury's property. There were 2 guards on duty. One of Mitha's friends threw a smoke bomb to knock them unconscious. However, the plan backfired as the smoke also made Mitha's friends faint. Frustrated, Mitha yelled, "What fools! You were supposed to knock out the guards, not yourselves." Determined, Mitha stepped in, dragged the goat into a vehicle, and kicked his fainted friends to wake them up. "Get up, you good-for-nothings! Let's leave before Bitu returns," Mitha shouted. The group fled with the goat. Meanwhile, back in Haraipur, Chowdhury was furious when he discovered the goat had been stolen. Bitu returned from town and, upon hearing the news, vowed to bring the goat back. "Chowdhury Sahib, don't worry. I'll find the goat before the competition. But this news must not spread, or our reputation will be ruined," Bitu assured. At Mitha's house, Mitha instructed Nasibo, "Take good care of this goat. It's very strong. The village chief is out of town for 2 days, and once he returns, we'll hand him the goat and become rich." "I'll take good care of it, dear," Nasibo replied happily. The next morning, as Nasibo went to feed the goat, it charged at her, throwing her to the ground. Injured, Nasibo cried out, "Mitha! The goat has escaped." The goat bolted towards the village market, where its size and strength astonished everyone. It then ran to Chowdhury's fields and destroyed the fresh crops. The angry villagers couldn't believe the havoc. Mitha's reaction. While relaxing with his friend, Mitha was interrupted by another friend, who said, "Mitha, that goat is wreaking havoc in the village." Shocked, Mitha rushed home to find Nasibo injured. Furious, he yelled, "You useless woman! I told you to watch over the goat. It's not my fault. The goat was too strong and charged at me," Nasibo cried. Mitha and his friends set out to capture the goat. Bitu's pursuit. Bitu heard about the chaos and informed Chowdhury before heading to the neighboring village. He spotted the goat near a tree, eating grass. Just as Mitha and his friends tried to capture it, the goat ran off again. Desperate, Mitha set a trap with bait. The goat fell for it, and they managed to load it into their vehicle. However, Bitu secretly punctured the tires, rendering the car immobile. He alerted the villagers, who confronted Mitha and his friends. "These thieves stole our Chowdhury Sahib's goat," Bitu declared. Embarrassed, the villagers apologized. "We are sorry for the trouble caused by these men. Please take your goat back." Mitha and his friends were handed over to the authorities, and the goat was safely returned to Chowdhury. The Goat Fair. A few days later, the competition took place. Chowdhury's goat won the event, earning him great pride. Meanwhile, Mitha was punished by working in the fields to compensate for the damages caused by the goat.